most of them stay with their mother while the father go alone. Most of them stay with their father while the mother is no longer there. So it affects the children because the child or the children did not have to connect with their parents, their both parents. And children, they need both the father and the mother to grow up together, to love them. And sometimes when these things are, when the parents are absent, or maybe when the father is absent or the mother is absent, sometimes they feel they don't have this love that both parents need to share for their children.
Divorce actually affects the children emotionally, number one, and mentally. They will be depressed. They'll be like, my parents are not together. When they see other parents being together, going out, have this lovely home. And secondly, the individual personally, I think it affects them because you have invested more time in that relationship. At the end of the day, you guys divorce. So it's not really cool to me because I don't want to experience divorce in any ways.
It affects the children, especially the children, because one, what they will hear about what happened to their dad and their mom might not really be what is true. So the children might believe what their mom say over what their dad say. Sometimes they will believe what their dad say over what their mom say. So they will not really know which one is saying the truth and what really caused their dad and their mom to separate, for them to divorce. The one major thing that causes divorce in family is understanding. When the man and the woman, both of them are not understanding each other. Sometimes respect, when the man needs the respect from the wife and he's not seeing it. Sometimes finance also causes it, when there is no money and there is no source of income. There is maybe hunger and the rest of that thing that they cannot cope. Maybe the man cannot take care of the family very well, or the woman is doing well, the man is not doing well. Maybe he might be envying the woman. So by then, causing problem. So the major thing is understanding. If there is understanding in the family, I don't think there will be divorce. And there is also, if there is no forgiveness, lack of forgiveness can also cause divorce, because what you hear from outside might affect the marriage.
You know, that a child raised from a broken home tends to exhibit a different lifestyle, you know, very different from a child that is raised from both parents and, you know, stuff like that. So it affects their psychological, you know, way of reasoning. It also affects their moral, you know, point of view about things. The role of the mom is missing in the life of that child. That child will only grow up to exhibit limited, you know, traits, limited moral traits in the society. And a lot of, if you can agree with me, a lot of these children that actually grow up to start giving the society issues and everything, they're actually product of what? Broken homes. They're actually product of single mothers or single fathers and so on and so forth. So it tends to affect kids quite a lot in the society.
The children, when they see what their parents are going through, it affects them emotionally. They don't feel happy anymore. Even to talk with their dad, to express themselves will become a problem. So it affects them emotionally.
That's why we have broken homes these days, and we now have vagabond children that are vagabond in the society. They are now vices to the society, and they becomes a serious stress to even to the society as large. So it has a lot of effect on the child. The child drop out of school. The child cannot finish school because of improper upbringing and all that. So it affects the child a lot. The child becomes so wayward. You see children on the street. If you go to some homes today, you see a lot of ladies. They are harlots. There are so many and no many. So you see some on the streets. Some of them came up from a very good home, but because they never had, maybe due to divorce, one way or the other, family is separated. It has a lot of effect on the children. From my own point of view, as a Christian, I'm not in support of divorce. I strongly fight against it. It's something that should be fight against by all means. But because of our social life of our people in Nigeria, we are now becoming so much socialized that to the point that we are embracing the white people's culture. They see divorce as a norm. But in Nigeria, it should not be like that.
Most times in school, you see children behaving abnormally. When you call them out and interview them, you will understand that their parents are going through serious problems at home. and it affects them academically. Nobody is paying attention to the children. The parents are so selfish about themselves, not knowing that the children's life or their children's destiny is at stake. And because of that, the children cannot concentrate, poor academic standard. And then you see them taken to the streets. That is the children you are seeing on the street, doing all kinds of things because they are not being taken care of. Their emotions are not being catered for. Their personal needs are not being catered for. You see the children out there in the street trying to meet up by all means. Because you know, when two elephants are fighting, the grass will bear the brunt.
It affects the family and affects the children very, very well, you know. Actually, my dad didn't divorce my mom, but you know, my mom died and my dad ready to remarry, and because of that, my sisters and I did not have that upbringing of, you know, of that motherly upbringing, you know, and all of that, and it affected us as kids growing up, you know. So it has a whole lot of effect in the lives of the children, you know. If a child does not have that upbringing, that good up, sometimes you see the mom will tell the children that your father is wicked, and the father will tell the children that your mom is bad, and because of that, you just create that enmity between this couple and the other one and all of that. So the children grow up hating their half parent and all of that. But you know, without divorce, it helps foster that unity in the family.
Because the mother and the father are not using one language to speak. You see them, a man talking on her own, the man is talking, and the children are training themselves the way they like. You see, the society has gotten a lot of children going into drugs, going into wayward life, being killed every day because of they want to make something to eat. The girls being assassinated by the men every day, using them for money rituals, and so forth and so on, as a result of hunger, as a result of divorce, as a result of not taking care of the children very well.